there, I'm Linda Schiller, Hannah, and you have found Inner Kid Keto, segment 84. Welcome. Today we're going to do some airplane stories. And we're going to start first with little Linda. Here's my inner child. And she was saying, look at my mommy, my airplane's broken. Look at my airplane, it's broken. And we got a story about a broken airplane. So I say to little Linda, honey, all you have to do is pray to God and he'll fix your airplane. And she said, okay. And she prays and prays and prays. And it doesn't get fixed. Mommy, why isn't my airplane broken? Why didn't God fix my airplane? And he says, honey, you have to let go of it first. You're holding on to the problem too darn tight. So we're going to give this to God, and your airplane's going to get fixed. And then you can play with it. That's story number one. What problem have you got that you're hanging on to too tight, that you haven't let go of? Maybe we all have one of those. Now there is an old song, an old country song called I Fall to Pieces. Da, 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 da. You got the basic gist. Patsy Cline sang that. And that song came out on April 3rd, 1961. And Patsy Cline sang it multiple times through a microphone. And I want to connect some dots for you. I don't know if you've ever seen a rainbow Bible, rainbow study Bible, but I just love my rainbow Bible. It's color-coded based on theme. And you might want to get yourself one someday. It'll really illuminate your learning. So the first verse in John 1:1 is, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And anyone who's in metaphysics for any length of time has learned the concept that our word is creative, that the words we say manifest. So here was poor Patsy Cline. She's only about, 29 years old, 30 years old, singing I Fall to Pieces. She started that in April 3rd, and in June 61, she had a serious car accident. Her car fell to pieces, and she was in the hospital for several months from a serious accident. Then in 1963, at the age of 30, this was a hit song for her. She died in a plane crash. She fell to pieces. Be careful of the words you say, especially dark words, especially through a microphone, especially with passion over and over and over. Just thought you might be aware of that. One more thing I want to share with an airplane message. I learned this idea from a hypnotherapist. This was many years ago. But I had had a relationship end badly, and I was having a hard time letting go. I had been let go of, but I was having a hard time releasing. And so my hypnotherapist counted me down into a visualization. And she had me imagine a pink ribbon around my chest. And she had me imagine an airplane with a pink ribbon around it. And the guy I was trying to let go of on that airplane. That My husband made this darling little airplane on his 3D printer. Isn't that fantastic? So we're going to imagine this is the person I'm letting go of. And when I'm ready, he says, okay, not on his terms, but on your terms, Linda. You're going to have him on that airplane. You're going to say goodbye. You're going to bless him and release him to his highest good. And when you feel ready to release him, you take the scissors and cut the ribbon and let him go. I can tell you I cried, but it was a really powerful visual for me. So, Ken doll, you can go play with little Linda. Here's your airplane. It's been fixed. I'm not going to sing I Fall to Pieces. I'm going to be careful of the words I say, the thoughts I think. And maybe you'd like to think about the power of the word yourself. This is one of the reasons people use affirmations. Affirmations are statements of truth. Like never say it's not, I can't afford it. Say, it's not my priority. It's a totally different thing. If it's your priority, you'll probably make it work. If you ever do one of those vision boards, never just put up pictures of things you want. I tried that, some of that backfired too. One time I put up a Mercedes, a 450 SL green Mercedes, like the kind my boss had, and I thought, I want one of those. So I put a picture of it over my bed, and there was a contest where you could win one, and I was telling her, I have a Mercedes, I have a Mercedes. At that time, I think I was driving a little Datsun or Honda, something like that. And it was Halloween, and I had a minor car accident, just a little fender bender, and I needed to fix my radiator. And so I took it to the 76 station on Wilshire Boulevard near Beverly Hills, because I had a credit card that I could get the radiator fixed there. I believe it was Halloween night. And I had to leave the car. And 2 or 3 in the morning, I get a phone call from the Beverly Hills police. Miss Schiller, your car has been involved in an accident. And I thought, yeah, I know, I had that little fender bender. No, someone driving their Mercedes 100 miles an hour down Wilshire Boulevard jumped the fence and ran into your parked car at the 7-Eleven, at the Union 76 station and totaled it. I pulled a Mercedes to me at 100 miles an hour. Not in a good way, but in a way that destroyed my other car. I eventually did get a Mercedes when my mom passed, and I got an inheritance, and I got it out of my system. But it was kind of a false high. Right now, I'm happy with our electric car that doesn't pollute. Anyway, lessons learned sometimes the hard way. So be careful what you ask for. What I'm saying, what you want to do with any of those vision boards is be sure to put on it this or something better for the highest good of all concerned in divine order. So be it, amen. You do not want to outline to God some limited vision like a Mercedes coming at 100 miles an hour. Got it? Always leave it to the higher level. This or something better, God, for the highest good of all concerned in divine order. So be it, amen. And you know what? That guy that got away, that I sent away on the airplane, thank God he left. Because until he left, I couldn't find my adorable, wonderful, fabulous Steve, who does everything for me and makes my airplanes, helps with my videos, is the love of my life, going on 29 years now. That's all I got for today. God bless you. Thanks for continuing to show up here at Inner Kid Keto. we're talking about all kinds of spiritual, metaphysical, emotional concepts that might make your life a little easier as you're going down the path of less corpulent stuff on your body. You want to be thinner, but you also want to be happier. Because being skinny isn't the whole thing. There's a whole bunch more to it. It's nice to be skinny, but there's a whole bunch more. And my show, my program, my Inner Kid Keto is about the rest of it. God bless you. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night.